Ladies and gentlemen, holy crap, and this is week number 2 of Pokemon Mondays, or as we like to call it, Pokemondays. I still can't get over this terrible pun. Crappy puns aside, this is week number 2 for Pokemondays, and I am so happy that I am making the second video of it. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get the week before of Pokemondays because I had exams and I really had to study for it. But anyways, it's not important. Let's get straight into this Pokemonday video. So, for this Pokemonday video, last time we did the top 5 best legendary Pokemon. So today, we are doing the top 5 worst legendary Pokemon. So, without further ado, let's go straight into the number 5 spot. Number 5, Regigigas. Now, Regigigas is so crap because of his ability. Regigigas' stats are actually really amazing, but his ability is so shit. I think, let me see what's his ability. Hold on. Slow start. Okay. So slow start, his ability, it actually halves the attack and speed stat. So it decreases it by 50%. Regigigas cannot attack for crap, and he is slow as hell. Regigigas is already slow, but I'm not even slower. It is ridiculous. His attack is halved, and he has like that for 5 turns. I mean, I understand it why, because you know he's been in this deep slumber. He's kind of takes a while to get going, but this is ridiculous. You have Regigigas. Okay, to make him not OP, we'll give him this shit ability, right? But then you have freaking Rayquaza who can Mega Evolve, which is already OP. Game Freak, what the hell? But Regigigas is actually a really good Pokemon, but his ability is what makes him so bad. Number 4, Zygarde. Now, don't get me wrong, Zygarde is actually pretty cool. The new forms, Zygarde Complete Form or Zygarde 100% Form. Now I have a feeling he's going to be insanely good. So I'll make a video about it when Zygarde 100% Form comes up. But right now, we're talking about Zygarde 50% Form, or the Zygarde we know from X and Y. Now, he was actually super bad. Like, he was actually trash. His ability really is only for Xerneas and Yveltal, and even then it doesn't really do shit. It doesn't really help Zygarde. It doesn't help himself out. It really just to balance out Xerneas and Yveltal. Even then, he doesn't really balance them out because he's still weak to Xerneas, and he doesn't really affect Yveltal, so that doesn't really make sense either. I have a feeling Zygarde 10% form is also not very good, since his 50% form is not very good, but don't get me wrong, 100% forms are probably really good, but just Zygarde 50% form? Potential wasted, that's what I want to say, potential wasted. Coming in at the number 3 spot, we have Mesprit. Now, this is a legendary Pokemon of emotion from the Lake Trio. The reason why I don't like Mesprit is because it's not that it's like the worst out of all of them, but the fact that it really took me so long to capture this thing, the amount of pain I had to go through. Now, if you guys are unfamiliar, to catch the other lake guardians, you could just go to their like little cave on the lake and then you battle them and you capture them. But Mesprit has the audacity to decide to go out and be a freaking roaming Pokemon. So yet not only that you can't capture it in the cave, but you have to go walk around in the tall grass to wait and see until Mesprit comes out, and then it flees and stuff. So it gets so damn annoying, and it's really ridiculous. That's probably why Mesprit is really on the worst list, because of the grudge that I hold against it as a little 9-year-old Mac playing Platinum. Freaking Mesprit. I really like himself much more than you. At the number 2 spot, we have Regice. Now, Regice, however you want to say it, he is not the best. He, honestly, one of the cooler looking Regis of the Regi trio, but he's honestly not very good. With his typing, Ice, being like weak to a lot of other types, it really puts him at a disadvantage, and also he's just trash. And I just have bad experience with him because it takes me forever to catch this man. I wasted like 40 Ultra Balls on his ass, and it wasn't even, I only did it to catch Regigigas, and even that was also disappointing. But Regice, it's just such a bad Pokemon. It's so slow. Which sucks about Regice, it's also the slowest out of the Regis, and which really does put it to a shame. But don't worry, man. Regice, your cry will never be in vain. Such a cool cry. The number 1 spot for the worst legendary Pokemon is Fiona. Now, what happens when you take Manaphy and a Ditto? A Fiona, that's what happens. A Fiona, the only way you get Fiona is from Manaphy and Ditto breeding, and that's how you hatch it out of the egg. Fiona is just so bad, it's terrible, it can't really do much. It's pretty much like Manaphy, but just the worst version. So if I want to use like one of those two Pokemon, I'm just gonna go with Manaphy. It's just such a better option. Fiona, actually, it's cute, but Manaphy is just that much better, so why go for Fiona? The only reason why I actually really have Fiona is just to fill up the decks. That in itself, to like hatch Fiona, it's a lot of steps, and it maybe takes like 10 minutes just to hatch it. Fiona's Fiona, and it's the worst legendary Pokemon. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I did kind of shorten it. I didn't go into too much detail about why I hate these Pokemon. It was kind of hard for me to make this list because I just love every single legendary, and I think they're all so good. Just kidding, some of them are so bad. Like, god, Fiona is just so bad. Thank you so much for watching Pokemondays. Dante showed it to you for the name and everything and the terrible pun. So again, it's not me, it's Dante. But with that being said, guys, this concludes week number 2 of Pokemondays, and I will see you next week with another Pokemon video. Peace out.